Stargate. You were in episode Supernatural season 2. You just blocked them?
Sorry, apparently some rapper dance right. You have a... Literally, is anybody else here?
Oh, yeah.
It's you, Jesus. Speak to me, Lord. Okay, I don't know. I'm sorry, sweetheart. What were you saying?
I was asking, you were on a season of Supernatural season 2.
Yeah.
I was wondering what that was like, because your character was absolutely terrifying.
I know, right? You know, they're like, yeah, you have an audition for a police officer. So I walk in, freeze. They're like, you know what we're gonna do? We want you to come in and kill everybody. Okay. Yeah, I actually got to play a dead nurse that comes back and kills everybody. And yeah, it was pretty fun. I've actually worked with Jensen before in another movie that he did called Devour. And so I met him on set the second time, and he's like, what's with you killing me all the time? Like, every show that I work with him, I always end up trying to kill him. He's hot, so it's a good trade-off, you know, I like it. It was amazing. And we actually got to, we were shooting in this old, there used to be like a psych hospital outside of town, and anyway, we were shooting out there, and it's really eerie, it's really, really scary, and the bathroom was like on the 3rd floor, and I'm dressed like a dead, you know, like a dead person. I look like a ghoul, and they're like, oh, the bathroom's on the 3rd floor, and I'm like, I gotta go on the two. Yeah. So I remember I was like creeping up the stairs and thinking in my head, don't run into me, don't run into me, don't run into me. And then I thought to myself, if I did run into a spook, who would be more scared? You know? We look the same. So anyway, it was pretty cool. It was a pretty neat experience.
Do you believe in aliens?
Well, I'm looking at you.
People you start doing a show like Stargate, especially Stargate Atlantis, which tends to have a really big following among fans, does anyone actually warn you what a convention's going to be like as a guest?
I got warned. You actually warned me. It's not the warning. You did. I think it was, oh, sorry. Thank you. I think actually Amanda warned me. She said, have you ever done this convention before? I was like, no, it's really fun. She goes, just what to expect type thing, you know. So now I know.
My first convention was GateCon way in a few years back in Vancouver, and they phoned me up and they said, "Hey, do you want to come to a convention?" And I was like, "Why? Why do you want me to come?" And they said, "Gate." You can hang around with a gay. So they say, I'm like, a convention? I didn't even know about it. And they said, yeah, come out. And I honestly, my thought was, I played this. I was a secondary character, and I say a couple of lines, the camera swishes by me, nobody, they don't know who I am. And they're like, no, the fans do know who you are. And
my life, dude.
I was like, okay. So I show up, and I walk in the lobby, and the people start screaming. And I was like, oh my God. They're like, Chevron guy! It was like at the end of Body Snatchers, where they just go, oh my God! And then suddenly I got grabbed by, the volunteer security people there, and they were like, come with us quickly, and I was like, they take me up to the green room, I'm like, what the hell? Like, yeah, they know who you are. And I was like, oh, okay, and I had to like really quickly adjust, because I had assumed up until that moment that I'd just go there, and I could just kind of walk freely among them. And no, that wasn't the case. And my favorite moment was when I said, they said, okay, so you're going to go do a panel, you're going to talk to the fans. I said, I just want to go to the bathroom first. And the guy in the headset, he goes, security, Gary wants to go to the bathroom. I'm fine. I'll just go. He goes, yeah, we need a couple volunteers. Volunteers, please. Gary wants to go to the bathroom. broadcast among all the volunteers. And I go, look, I'm fine. I'll go. And he goes like this. He goes, Gary, just let me do my job. So I go, okay. So, and I'm not kidding you. He gets 3 volunteers. There's a guy in front of me and 2 women beside me. And we go downstairs in the main level, and we're walking down this hallway that is packed on one side with fans. And now I'm walking, and there's like a phalanx, right? They're like a snowplow, and they're going through these people. They're going, make way, please, make way, make way. And I'm like, I am dying. I'm dying. And there's these women on the side of me. Gary's gotta pay, Gary's gotta pay. What's that? Oh my God, beat me out of here right now. So we get to the bathroom, and imagine this. The 2 women, it's like this military operation. 2 women, each go to the side of the door, right? It's still in the hallway. Everybody's watching. 2 women, sentries, essentially, go to the side of the door. The guy goes in ahead of me, okay? And I follow him in, and this is what he does, right? You imagine he comes into the room, and there's 3 stalls, okay? This is what he does. To the 3 stall doors. He pushes them all open to make sure that there's no freaky fan, having a poo waiting for me. And I'm like, this is not, and it's just me and him. And then he just looks like this. It's all clear, Gary, go ahead. And then he doesn't leave. I stand there peeing. Like, while this guy waits. And I finish, and he's like, okay, can we go now? And I'm like, yeah. And then he takes me back up. And that was my first experience of like having an armed, phalanx of, walkie-talkie guards clearing the way. I got that.
Stand there beside me and talk to me while I was trying. I think at Comic-Con, I went in. I went into the bathroom and did my thing. There's a guy standing there asking me questions all the time.
I would like to say